DGI Friday, guys. I'm at work right now, but I just want to hop on live just to give you update about my renting situation with my harassing current landlord. So I'm gonna move out of the house that I'm living right now on February 1st. Um, However, my current one is still harassing me at the point that I had to contact the legal team to see what my rights are in case he actually gonna go and illegally evict me. So it comes out with the thing that again another buyer is coming for the showing and asking about the house and the neighborhood and everything. And of course, I told the buyer the truth about the house. And I got really frustrated with the situation to the point that I started to say the truth in a irritating way. I call the house as a shithole. Sorry for my language, but I told that, you know, person like that because it is what it is. But I just, that there's no words. I would say there are beyond words to describe about the house. So the house first got into the contingent status, and then they have the inspection, and then they found some, of course, not surprised, some more stuff that you know got hidden. I found out that the roof actually has some leak, and I'm not aware of. Good thing that it was not like pouring, like dripping down to into the house. Anyway, I think the buyer tried to negotiate or something, but then the deal, you know, went dissolved, and so now the house back to the market. And so I just felt like, well, that person wasted $300 to $500 for this home inspection fee. She should have taken my words, to save her money, but she didn't. Oh well, it's that shows that I only have my opinion about the house. It's freedom of speech. Whoever takes my words is up to their decision. But it's that kind of, I'm saying that how it's a shithole. I flew to my current landlord about that, and he got so angry. He texted me and he told me that I'm gonna throw you out of the house by next week. And that was, I got that text on Monday, and he wanted to throw me out this coming Monday. Um, so then I'm like, you can't because you require 30 days of notice for the tenant to move out. But he said, unless it's like unlawful thing. And I'm like what? And you say, whoa, refer the property as shithole to everyone. And I'm like, it's freedom of speech. There are no rules, or there is no indication in the lease saying that I cannot say anything bad about the house. So then he's like, whatever it is, I'm gonna come with the sheriff on Monday and throw you out. And I'm like, you're just gonna give me notice then. And so that made me go and contact the legal team asking, so is he actually gonna, throw me out the house because of the situation? I know that it's illegal to do that, but I just want, the reassurance and the confirmation from a legal team. And one of the lawyers that I spoke to, he actually said that this landlord already has bad reputation, and he cannot throw me out without first the notice of vacant. And then the second, if that notice of vacant goes to expiration and I still remain in the property, he has to go to the court to get a court order, and then will come with the sheriff. So we'll see on Monday if actually happening in the way that he will come with some sheriff. I kind of doubt it, but if he actually doing that, it's actually illegal. So for whatever that you are dealing with the landlord as a tenant, if you having this some sort of harassment and you don't know much about the law, good thing I know a little bit of it, so I'm not afraid of him because I'm doing based on law. So he's not. So just let you guys know, it also depends on state to state. In Michigan, if you want to throw your tenant out, you need to obtain a notice and give that person 30 days of vacancy. And after that, you can go to the court and evict the person. But the eviction, has to happen like if you don't pay your rent, late late rents all the time, or like damaging the property, or illegally, use drugs or selling drugs. So those kind of things the judge will look at. But with just a normal dispute, and if your landlord tries to revenge, he's not a good person, because in the end it's like a business, and if you take everything personally, then you are not a good business person. So and also on top of that, after the house got changed the status to active sale now because the buyer backed out, they tried to have so many showings on Saturday. It becomes like an open house or something. And I know because it's the COVID situation, I cannot take more than three showings. I'm already reasonable. So I contacted the realtor and like, I'm not gonna take more than three showings. People cannot just come and flood flock into the house for the showing. So I started to decline some showings and tell them that you have to move to different days. So yeah, it's the whole team is really like a mess. They are not reasonable, they're not understanding. I would recommend like not using their service, the realtor service at all. And after I move out the house, I will post a review to that realtor webpage and would give them some sort of a bad review, how they deal with the tenant in the house. I know they tried to sell the house for the seller. They tried to like kiss their ass or something because it's their business, but they should keep it professional and they should be understanding. If they are not, then they are not a good business people. So we will have more update for this situation because I'm really like fed up with this. They try left and right to push me out of the house, and I only have 20 days. 20 days max to move out of the house, and they can just not leave me alone. It's just like really unfortunate like this. And I hope I won't have this experience anymore in my renting life. And for people who renting out there, know your laws, go and research the law and know that what can protect you. If you pay your rent in time, if you don't damage the property, if you are reasonable and understanding, there's no way you will get evicted. If you having this kind of harassment, you can sue your landlord too. So if I keep having this harassment in the next 20 days, I would text him to ask him to stop because I could take him to the court for that matter. And so we will see how the situation turn out. He's only 25 years old. I'm way older than him. He's like a kid acting out of tantrum and just throwing words to me and using insulting words through the text. And he doesn't really care that, I could help him to sell the house by putting some good words, saying about like a good neighborhood, although the house might need some fixing up, but it's still livable. But I could just help him a little bit, but he just made my life become so frustrating and so like painful to the point that I'm just gonna tell them the truth about it, like how bad he is. I told them that he didn't contact me for the house for sale. He threatened me, for to throw me out. So if you are that kind of person that sell the house, if you are a buyer, would you go and buy the house from him? I wouldn't. So just to update, just some of the blog that I want to share with you guys and be kind to one another. And that's really important right now and during this time. So I will keep you update about the situation. But it's getting and getting more to the point that I feel I getting harassed. So we'll see, guys. Namaste.